So what we talking about today, man? Plus we gotta start like an introduction when we come to.
Yeah.
It's your boy Mariah. You know what I'm saying?
It's your boy Mac, man.
Yeah, man. We're just shooting the shit as normal. You know. So what we shooting the shit on today? We talk about Unc. Is that what we talking about?
We talking about Unc today, man.
Man, that
I got some shit going on with him. You know what I'm saying?
That's a bad motherfucker. That's a bad motherfucker. What Shannon got going on is crazy. The situation he got going on, dog, is anybody can put themselves in that situation. You know what I'm saying? Like anybody, but for him to be foolish saying some of the things that he said in audio, and all that, like,
I'm saying it was like, but see, it's almost like shit. The plot was in the whole time.
Yeah. I mean, that's how they get their dirt. That's how they do their job.
It's crazy.
You gotta be smart. Like me personally, me being the man that I am, I'm saying this. Just say you hustling, you got money, whatever. Right. And the chick come around and she's like, "Yeah, I want you to put a collar on me and choke me and shit like that." Like, man, that's gonna raise red flags. That's not a turn on to me. It's gonna. I'm gonna be like, hold up.
But to each his own.
You got to realize, I'm saying, you got to think about the Bill Cosby's and all these, the Harvey Weinstein, all these people that went through his situation. So that's what's heightened that sense in today's time, you know, to where he should have.
In 2025, though, like you saying, with all that going on, nigga, a nigga supposed to be aware of that. Especially a nigga in his position.
Man, you got all these shows and stuff going on, and I'm saying this, you been this same dude forever, but you ain't have, it's 19-year-old white girl willing to do all this crazy stuff for you.
And then that's another thing, because I heard a lot of people say, what business do he got with a 19-year-old anyway? To me, that's neither here nor there.
Yeah, that's not the thing. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying, like, we all know as men, okay, it's understood. This is understood as men. Like, every man knows this. A woman that's on OnlyFans got a channel trying to make something happen because she's trying to make some money. She ain't gonna 100%. Lay on her back for 100%. Free. She gonna make some money off 100%. Of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, so she's in it for money. How can you not always be on your toes when you know what she's coming with? Yeah, like you should never. She coming through the door. Yeah, you know what I'm saying, with what she on. Yeah, you better. And then you know her as this, but she's on OnlyFans as that, so you know that she's hiding who she is. Like it's too many signs.
Definitely her agenda.
Yeah, like you just at the end of the day, that's having his cake and eating it too. Like real shit. Like
but he's just another. That's crazy. He's another example.
Yeah, he is.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Like damn.
And.
Like, when a motherfucker gon', you know what I'm saying, open their eyes and see, like, man, look, man. Like, when you're a celebrity, you're a target. Yeah. That's first and foremost. Anybody, pretty much anybody outside your immediate family, and then even some of them is looking at you like, how can I win?
Yeah,
you know
that's what I would say. I wouldn't say that you necessarily a target. It's just that at the end of the day, when it's like if you hold some type of position or something, some type of gain somebody can get off of you.
See,
it don't matter whatever situation it is, because it don't necessarily have to be just say a situation of, you know what I'm saying, niggas telling on each other or whatever. You know what I'm saying? You don't just an opportunity presents itself. It's more like, you know what I'm saying? Like that's what I feel like.
That's what I'm saying. So that's what I'm saying by you a target. That's what I mean by you a target, because you the opportunity.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You the opportunity that presented itself.
Yeah.
So when a motherfucker, when you meet these motherfuckers on OnlyFans and shit, you know what I mean? You meet these motherfuckers on OnlyFans, not knowing. Bam.
So it's talking about making you a target.
Yeah, what I'm saying was, in them situations, you know what I'm saying, that I'm talking about, nigga, you are the opportunity. You know what I'm saying? So it's crazy to me how many people still fall for the same trick. You know what I'm saying? This ain't no new shit. This shit been going on.
And that's why, you know, like you know what I'm saying, and that's why I be like these old cats for real, you know what I'm saying, kind of be stuck in their ways a little stubborn. My pops, for example, you know what I'm saying, he got a little young chick that he was messing with that's younger than him, you know what I'm saying, about 20, 30 years younger than him.
Right.
and man, he let her kids play with his phone and all type of little stuff like that. And you know, she would have her kids cash apping herself and all type of little shit. You feel me?
All the little tricks.
Yeah, goddamn, all these damn wood bees.
Oh yeah, they around her.
Yeah, they everywhere at the crib. Yeah, but yeah, man, motherfucking my dad, man, he messed with this little young chick, dog, and she be fucking, there's bees everywhere.
Yeah, they ain't fucking around though. They ain't
Nah, I already know.
But
yeah, but he messed with that little young bitch, man, and that little young chick, and he messed with that little young chick, and she be having her kids use his phone, and they be cash apping themselves money, and then I went through to set up passwords for him and clean his account out because he had got scammed by some foreigners. You know what I'm saying? And he didn't know no better, but when I started resetting his passwords and changing his Cash App and all this, making him get new passwords and stuff, she started having her kids call him like, "Hey, can we come over and hang out with you? We just want to chill with you."
Damn, to get to peep his shit.
Can I? And they don't know that I know the shit that I know. You know what I'm saying? That I'm the motherfucker there that's doing it.
Yeah.
And then the little boy had the little boy call, and the little boy was like, "Can I send a code to your phone?"
Damn.
And I told him, I said, "Hell no." I said, "See, that's how." I said, "Daddy,
that's
see,
how they getting you."
Yeah, but you know, and my daddy didn't know no better. You feel me? Like he didn't know no better. So
they ain't really, technology ain't they thing.
Yeah, and you know what I'm saying. That shit, like, you know, like, not to detour from, you know, take away from, you know, go so far away from the Shannon shit. But I'm just saying that's how these old cats end up in these situations, because they don't know no better. They don't be thinking. They don't be. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like,
they don't look that far down the line.
Yeah, hell yeah. You know what I'm saying? They don't think that shit can happen to them, dog. Like, trust me, if it look like a duck, walk like a duck, it ain't a chicken. Like,
damn right.
How you this 50-plus-year-old man and this 19-year-old girl want you, man? If it's only one reason she wants you,
You know what's her agenda.
Like, yeah, and then she didn't even send you text talking about the baby gravy shit. Like, like that shit was crazy.
Wow.
Like, yeah, she sent you text messages saying stuff like that. So I'm saying you knew what it was. She was letting you do all type of stuff to her.
And then you got to think about this too, like the mind state of these. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna just say under 30s.
Yeah, but these dudes play into it. The men, I feel like the men nowadays, dog, are weenies, bro. Like, real shit. Like,
they don't stand for nothing.
Exactly. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't that you trying to take away from her being a woman or whatever it is. It's just, I'm saying this, if this is how you dressing and how you presenting yourself to everybody else, then what do I have with you? Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, like how can
what make me special?
Exactly. Shit. Like, I'm saying, okay, how you ain't interested in building a family. Okay, so when you do go to try to build a family, what makes you think that you ain't devalued yourself to where
the point?
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, just I'm saying this not to, like, Kim Kardashian and how she got all these different dudes, and it's not to say that she ain't the only woman that mess with a lot of different men, but because her relationships have been televised and everybody can see it, what do they label her as? Like, you know, a slut, promiscuous, whatever. You know what I'm saying? So if women know that this stuff devalues you, then how can you present yourself in these type of lights and expect loyalty from a dude?
Because the next man. See, the next man already seen that. See what I'm saying? The next man already seen how you moving. So now I'm saying when it's on him, it's like, hold on. No, it wasn't no relationship type shit with you know what I'm saying? You was on this shit then. You was, and don't try to start it with me.
Right, and that's, you know, and I feel like that's part of what happened with Shannon. Like, you know, Shorty wanted to be exclusive, and Shannon was, you know,
a fucked up situation.
And I'm gonna say this, you know, not to be on no hater shit, but the homie always got stories about how he got caught fucking with somebody else's girl, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, you was always fucking with somebody else's woman. You know what I'm saying?
Check this out. You know, it get a little deeper too, cause you know some footage came out about You know what I'm saying? Shaq talking about
he wanted the dirt on him. He said he's paying top dollar. The audio got leaked from Matt Barnes now. Yeah. That's why I said, man, that's crazy. But see, and then I'm saying, Shaq in them circles, he got the sheriffs and all them and all these people. Like, you feel me? Like, you best believe if he wants some dirt on you. You see how I'm saying at the end of the day, look at Shawnee. Remember his wife went through that stuff with Gloria and her sister, Gilbert Arenas' wife. You see how it got shushed and swept under whatever happened.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You see, and when they came back, she wasn't no longer part. These other chicks wasn't no longer part of her show.
Facts.
That's why I said, like, bro, you best believe. But I'm saying at the end of the
game, man,
he brought that on himself, bro. Like, you gotta be when you get in those positions. I feel like
I'm on the fence about that.
Man, look, this is real shit. I feel like some of the delays to our greatness in life be because we ain't mentally prepared to deal with those situations. We not able, like, I'm just saying, no bullshit, bro. He just fumbled $100 million.
Yeah, he fumbled literally. Pun intended.
I'm saying you was supposed to have kept yourself all the way together. When she made her approach, I'm saying this, how is it that other people are willingly signing NDAs and all this, but you couldn't get her to sign one, but yet she ain't on nothing?
Nah,
you know what I'm saying? A person
supposed to protect herself.
Yeah, a person that ain't on nothing, bro.
At the same time, see, this is why I'm on the fence about that. When you say he brought it on himself, cause on the flip side, shit, it might have been him who genuinely wanted to deal with her on some exclusive shit. With that said, his guard down to the point where, you know what I'm saying, and then her game could just be so good, you know what I'm saying, that you know what I'm saying, she allowed it, you know what I'm saying, she allowed that nigga to let his guard down and go in for the kill. At the same time, it still fall back on him.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is, if you don't know what's coming until you see it, when your mind state ain't already on, like, let me protect myself.
Yeah, and he kind of exposed that OnlyFans shit was what he was told up about, because when he came out with his little statement, he made it known that she was an OnlyFans.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, he could have been more, been more play about it, in my opinion. He could have just been like, it's a shorty that I met, whoop, and she got all this. The internet's undefeated. They would have found out who she is.
100%.
They would have found out. But the way 100%. He came out was, you know what I'm saying, like, you could tell he's messy with how he deal with women. You know what I'm saying? You could tell that he's one of those, like, it ain't no offense, but you could tell he's a weenie with dudes, like with the women. You know what I'm saying? He's one of those dudes that, some of the women he'd mess with to start messing with women. They'd be fuck men after dealing with him, because he's one of those dudes handle them rough. Like, you feel me? Like, I don't know. Like, some women like that shit, like to be handled. Like, you can't, you know what I'm saying? You can't hate the man for being who he is in the situation if you allow it.
You know what I'm saying? If he like young bitches, he like young bitches.
Yeah, like the woman that got a foot on the back of her head, you know what I'm saying, in these little videos and shit, like she allowed that, you know what I'm saying? Yes, what she like. You can't knock it, but it's also
it should be a red flag too, at the same time.
Because that's some I feel like that's some weenie shit. Like, that exposes the flaws to a man when you speaking of a woman, like, man, they got a tape, the 10-minute tape, it's supposed to be 30 minutes, but she used to be a OnlyFans, so, like, bruh, she was an OnlyFans when you was messing with her, bruh. You know what I'm saying? Like, what does that matter? Like, you toe up, because she's coming after that bread. Like, what did you expect, fam? Like,
that's a fucked up situation.
Oh, you thought you was lucky. You thought you was that nigga. You thought you was fly.
A lot of niggas do. A lot of women do, too.
You thought this 19-year-old white girl or Italian, whatever she is, you thought that she was all feeling you. You know what I'm saying? Like, ain't no dudes her age that she won't. Ain't no, she wants you. You just irresistible. Like, nah, bro, you was tripping, bro. Both of your shoestrings was tied together in that whole situation. Yeah. And when you went to make a step, you fell right on your face, my dog. You know what I'm saying? Like, like, you was tripping. Like, ain't no way you was supposed to not have covered yourself. with all the stuff that you have become in life, period.
Right.
With the Shannon Sharp, with the skipping Shannon and everything. Like you had a whole lot going, bro. To where, you shouldn't have been freely dealing with her like that. It should have been all type of clauses and NDAs and all type of shit.
He said some shit one time that it's coming back on his ass right now too, though. You know what I'm saying? I seen him say some shit like they holler he should date his age. He said, nah, I date my wage.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Man, he was cocky. And this is, and Cat said something on that one of them episodes too. Cat was like, he said, it's not one person in Hollywood that's famous that they ain't got some type of dirt on.
Yeah, 100.
And when the time comes, when you step out of line or when they feel like something, they gonna use it against you. 100. And you might think that they ain't got nothing on you, but they do.
They've been doing that for years.
And Shannon is a true statement of that, bro. Like,
prime example.
Ain't no way you supposed to move like that, bro. Like I can't. Like real shit, he's gonna have to pay that girl some money. She's not gonna get what she want because it's not what she was saying it was. Any judge can see that.
Yeah.
But you was dealing with this girl and whatever situations went on. You all on tape saying certain things.
And it's bad because at the end of the day, nigga, that's a teenager.
Yeah, 19.
You know what I mean?
19.
That's a teenager at the end of the day.
You got daughters older than her, bro. How would you feel if a 50-year-old man was with your daughter, bro?
That's the optics ain't good.
Nah, hell no. You step down, shit. If you step down or not, bro, you was out of her. Like, you know what I'm saying? And that's just more shit to show in the weenie shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? When you get past pride, you can live life. Like, you trying to hurry up and step down so can't nobody say you was fired. You was fired anyways, bro.
That was hard.
Yeah, for
when
real.
You get past pride, you can live life.
Yeah, real shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. And I'm saying he exposed. But it don't matter. You was losing everything. Period. Anyway, once those tapes came out, it don't matter if you stepped away or stepped down.
Stephen A. made a statement. You could tell his ass was greased. He was fired. Ain't no all that.
Yeah. When Stephen A. and he said when Stephen A. was talking about, he told ESPN that he was going to make the statement on his podcast. I already knew. I was like, but shit. He probably told him. They probably had a one-on-one. He probably told him, bro, the audio's too much, bro. Like you out of here, bro. Like, and it's crazy because I'm saying, bro, you did everything. Like you was doing good. You had the cognacs. You had all that. Like, bro, everything you had going is roasted, dog. It's cooked. I'm talking about flamed up, bro.
Damn, man.
Yeah,
slippers
because
count, my nigga.
Slippers count, bro.
Slippers count, my nigga.
I'm so disappointed because I supported Shannon big time, bro. Me too,
everything.
Bro. Like I'm so disappointed that he wasn't like your mouth was big, player. Like you feel me? Like you.
That nigga was his
niggas that talk
his platform. You know what I'm saying?
Niggas that talk that shit, talk that shit. You feel me? Like we don't slip like that, player. Like we don't walk around that loosely and we ain't that thirsty because I'm saying this. It's another woman just like her that would have been down for everything.
100.
Would have been down to sign everything. Would have kept everything 100. Under wraps and everything. But that's what you chose. You chose one that wasn't cooperative with the program, that wasn't cool with how the cipher was going. You know what I'm saying? She brought another energy to your cipher, which was, now we going this way. You had the TV on this wall, and she was like, well, it looked better on this side.
Yeah.
And you know, like you want somebody that's gonna come in, don't even give a fuck about which side the TV's on. Whichever side you want, babe.
Right.
Whichever side you think is the best is the one I like. That's the
work, man.
Yeah, that's crazy. Like you gotta, but I'm saying you give and you get, because I'm saying in these relationships, bro, period, in these things, situationships, relationships, you can get a dude that is everything that you need him to be, but he might not have a job, or he might not have this.
You don't get it all.
Yeah, you're not going to get. So you got to be able to make that compromise in those situations. You got to be able to make that compromise. You know what I'm saying? And you feel me? So when you come across some of these women that don't care, that be like, something I can't stand is if, say for instance, you know, a motherfucker got some money, a woman trying to marry you, like, let's sign a prenup. And she like, nah, man, I promise you, that's a no. That's a
no-go.
end of everything for me.
No-go.
That's a
no-go.
Because I'm saying this, how can
I gotta feel like you got a motive?
Yeah, because how can I be wanting to marry you and you not know that I'm gonna make sure you straight?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? How are you trying to make sure that you straight with my shit?
Yeah.
Like how you gonna? You know what I'm saying? Like I know it's ours once we become married, but I'm
100%.
saying I
but
still,
at the end of the day, it's mine.
Yeah,
and I'm saying,
so
if you don't feel comfortable, enough in what the fuck we got to sign no prenup.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
When you
and
got
I gotta
that type
feel like
of
you
money,
got ulterior motives.
Yeah, when you got that type of money and shit,
and I ain't doing it.
You got to.
And I ain't doing it.
Yeah, you got to when you got that type of money.
I'm
You
cool
gotta have people that participate with the program. You know what I'm saying?
100%.
You can't have nobody come in causing friction. You know what I'm saying? Throwing your wagon off and shit. And
for real.
That's what he did, bro. Because I'm saying homie done became just.
That nigga fumbled 100 million,
bro. 100 million, man. 100 million. I'm talking about.
Damn.
100 million was interviewing greats and everything. Like everything's over with, bro. Like everything, bro.
That's nasty work,
bro. Everything, bro.
That's nasty work.
Let me make sure it's just still recording too. I'll edit this shit out. I just want. Make sure, because we've been going for like 20 minutes. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, we can, when we gotta go get your girl, what time we gotta get her?
Like 12:30, some shit.
We can, you just, shoot it up, wrap it up, and touch a little different topics.
Yeah.
Try to make it like about an hour long or whatever.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
That's why I'm like, when I get this camera, I got a gimbal. Bro, that's why I said, dog, I really want to do this shit, bro, because we can.
I know, I see it.
Yeah, we can do certain things, bro, and I'm saying all we got to do is have a little consistency with it, bro, to where all it takes is for one episode.
That's it.
To where it'll put us in a position to where we'll have the dedication to do more. You know what I'm saying? Like motherfuckers is, and I'm saying
with a little friction, nigga get a little friction. That's all the nigga need. Nigga need a little
friction. Yeah, because we be talking about some shit, and I'm saying you gotta realize, brother, like this is one thing that I be saying when it comes to the conversations like me, you, black, and people like us and things.
Yeah,
bruh, I didn't know the level of my talent until I pulled up. And I seen 60 people on a fence, and I see black like, yup, treat, you already know what time it is, bro. Come on, we're going to the band room.
Yeah.
I'm like, damn, bro. I've lived a life around a lot of different people that I never had that confidence.
Yeah.
That the people showed me, like people was like, obviously my name carried some type of weight because 100%. It was some people that was waiting to hear me.
And
you know
you
what I'm
ain't
saying?
really know it and see it in yourself.
No. Because of the life that I have been living, the people that I have been around and everything, you know what I'm saying?
Sometimes your environment and the motherfuckers you around drain you so much, you know what I'm saying? It drags you down and drain you so much that you don't realize, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You are great.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And that's why I say that because what we did, dog, what brought us all together, dog, we used to have people that lined up outside the door. just to hear it, and sometimes wouldn't even give a fuck if they caught a write-up, just come in there anyway, bro.
Facts.
Like, you gotta realize,
fact.
You don't give a fuck about going to the hole, so you want to just come on in there and listen to music. You just want to come hear some dudes doing music, and you don't care if you go to the hole to do it.
That's hard. Nah, that's hard. That's real shit.
We ain't gonna go to the hole, so we just gonna sit outside by the door and listen.
And listen. Crack the door open a little bit, nigga, and
Man, the gym director, old white man from the country, somebody erased one of our beats. He makes people put your ID on it now to come get it.
Yeah.
That man, they bought us MPCs and shit in that motherfucker, bro. Like,
listen,
we changed, bro. We created a video program. We created a program where people's learning videography now and how to shoot videos and shit, bro. We ushered that whole thing in,
opened that
bro.
door, real shit, and that's what I'm saying. See, sometimes, man, not to toot a motherfuckers on horn and nothing, but sometimes you just got to give yourself some credit.
Yeah,
and understand, like, even though a motherfucker intentions don't be that, sometimes, man, we done touched a lot of motherfuckers, man.
Man,
even without you know what I'm saying?
Without even
unintentionally.
Knowing it. Yeah, unintentionally.
You know
just being you, not understanding that sometimes the person that you are
is getting some shit out of it.
Yeah.
Just getting some shit out of the motherfucker you are, man.
Yeah. You know a person the other people may just have needed that little shit, that little motivation. You know what I'm saying?
Shit.
Like, you know what I'm saying? That's even, you know, like with the homie Will, you know, when me and him reunited and we tried to go to the Guitar Center, seeing him at the keyboards and I seen the broken giant.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I seen that he didn't have
he was struggling to find
the same energy that he had. That he had when we was all together, bro. That's why I know, like, man, listen, I had a class.
I'm competitive.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So everything I do, it's a friendly, like, I'm not competitive to the point where, nigga, you know what I'm saying? I don't never wanna lose. Well, I take that back, nigga, because I hate losing.
Man.
But I'm saying it's my competition is amongst my people. When I fuck with you, my competition is all friendly.
Yeah.
It's never malicious, you know what I'm saying? So, but in my mind, nigga, I ain't finna let no motherfucker, you know what I'm saying?
Just outshine me. I'm gonna make you work. Like,
now you got to work for this one.
Yeah, and that's what's so crazy, because I was that same way in my life around all the people I was around, but people became jealous of shit and situations would turn into what they turned into. You know what I'm saying? Niggas would be envious of this, niggas would be envious of that.
Hold up, you just gonna walk right through the camera, ain't you? You don't see the camera? You just gonna walk right through the motherfucker, ain't you? You good? Nah, you good. We can edit that out. You good?
Yeah, we can edit you out. You good?
You good? What's up, though? Fuck you slam that door like that for, nigga.
That nigga mad as fuck at that car. That nigga's mad at that car.
What's up, Letha Neal?
Make sure I let it go out here.
Yeah.
Instead of in another way, you know.
Y'all need to just hug each other.
My woosah moment, nigga.
Y'all need to just hug each other. Oh shit.
Boy, I tell you, every time I come down this motherfucker, there's something going on. It's a small town.
Y'all need to just hug each other and kiss each other on the ankles.
He said kiss each other on the ankles. Hey man, I'm gonna tell you somebody, when I became a GC and I was into flipping them houses and renovating homes, the old white man told me about Louisville's Kentucky skyline, you know, they line limit.
Yeah.
That's why you see so many one-story houses down here, because they wouldn't allow people to build the double-deckers houses like they did in Georgia. Like you go to Atlanta, you see all these houses are upstairs, downstairs.
Yeah.
It was a budget that went out to where they went through all of Georgia. If you go down there now, you see a house like this in Georgia, it's getting tore down and it's getting rebuilt. They took
another story on
it. Because they did away with that. You go to places like North Carolina, bruh, and see you see some nice sky-rise apartments around here. You be like, it's dope. Okay, man, go to North Carolina.
Yeah,
bro, they real sky-rise, bro, apartments. I'm talking about you can see the water from the top floor. Shit. They got big pools, big pool yard, pool halls in multiple areas, and I was like, damn. So that explains it. Like, you got to realize these people been in power, like Mitch McConnell, 50, 60 years, 70 years in Kentucky.
Right.
And in these places, and these have been the rules that they set in place. Like, why would you keep something like it in place? Because it stops these people from expanding and growing.
It stunts the growth.
Yeah, it keeps the growth. Stagnation. Like, you know, and I tell everybody, most people own these vouchers and everything, bro. What they don't understand is you have to keep somebody's kids or some kids or something coming in to keep your shit, because if not, you have to downsize.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? You have to downsize. You lose that, so you can't argue with me that it's not something that stagnates.
That's a system.
When you look into history and you see racism and prejudice, like when the Racial Act and shit like that came into play, and you know, just all of this shit plays in the hand of why people should control their situations. Like, know know that hey, it's a brick wall down this road if you keep going down there, and you know, because you just passed this sign that said no exit or dead end or something, but you keep going as if it's some more road down here. You know what I'm saying?
You know
gotta.
What's crazy, bro?
What?
Like I'm saying, because what you saying is the truth, but what's so crazy is in our culture, to our people, the shit don't even matter.
Yeah, it don't matter, and
this shit don't even matter.
Yeah, and it's crazy because it should, bro. Because that's the shit that it's like, look, when a
motherfucker more concerned with what Jordans come out Saturday.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Then they are their future and financial freedom and stability. You know what I'm saying?
Like real shit, bro. Like real shit. When I was in elementary school in Indiana, at fucking 7, 8 years old, I didn't know what they was teaching me when they taught me how to play chess. I didn't know.
Yeah.
They was teaching everybody in the school how to play chess. What let me know that I was good at chess wasn't the reaction of my mother, my father. It was those white folks in there teaching me how to play chess, and when I'm doing certain things, they like, yeah, that's it. That's how you do it. I'm like, oh shit, like, so I must be good at this then. Huh? So okay, hold on, now I'm really focused. You know what I'm saying?
Now you done grew up, you got some confidence about it now.
But you got to think about it from this point of view. It taught me at that young age to think about the next move. Think about the next move.
There you go.
Think about, okay, if you do this, this might happen.
The counter.
If you do this, this might happen.
Yeah.
A lot of situations, like say when I was in the streets, if I got into it, got jammed up, it would be a year or two before 2-3 years, and then it would be something bogus, like I got pulled over going to get some Pampers.
Right, type
You know what I'm saying? Like, I was smarter. I would learn from my mistakes. You know what I'm saying?
Or other motherfuckers' mistakes.
Yeah, or other people's mistakes. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm like, those things go into factor, because some people just learn to play checkers growing up.
Fact.
So they not going to think about the next move so much, like as growing up being a chess player. It's more strategic, so you gotta anticipate. Okay, well, if I do this and they do that, then boom, I can do this and do that. So you make a move with the anticipation, of doing that. So like in these relationships, like Shannon Sharp, if you do decide to, engage in a relationship with this woman, you think about the what ifs. You know what I'm saying? Okay, well, maybe she'll do this.
You gotta approach, like you said, it's with chess. Really, you know what I'm saying? Your opening move is really an approach.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because that's what sets the tone. That's what sets the tone. And you taught me that shit by putting me in many bonds.
So how you want to approach that shit? So how you want to approach this shit? You know what I'm saying? So okay, it's 1,000 openings. You know what I'm saying? You can come out with the king's pawn, the queen's pawn. You can come out. Some people open up on the rook's pawn.
Yeah, but openings do be based off of the opponent across from you sometimes, right?
Yeah, I'm saying that's what I'm saying. It's your opponent and your approach, because you can't play everybody the same.
No, you can't. You can't use the same opening on everybody.
And in life, you can't treat everybody the same.
No, you can't.
You can't approach everybody the same.
Right, like,
you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, like, so the way that homie might have been able to handle some of them other women, he might not have been able to get away with that, handling her like that, because she grew up mom and dad structure. Like, you got me fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna use my privilege on you. That's why.
And then, that's discernment and being a judge of character plays a role in that shit too, cause you gotta know your opponent.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just like with this shit right here, you know what I'm saying? Nigga, you gotta know your audience.
Yeah.
So I'm saying with the motherfuckers we trying to reach, we can't just approach this from no, you know what I'm saying? Again, we can't approach this shit from any kind of way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you gotta come. We gotta come with some shit. Some substance gotta do so. And I truly feel like, I honest to God, I know if we keep the consistency, it should have turned into something, because I know we somebody. It ain't a motherfucking place I ain't been. Yeah, like I'm being real, bro. Like when I was in school, bro, it was this one chick named Imani. I was cool as fuck with her. You know what I'm saying? She ended up having triplets by one of the homies from the hood. Motherfucking I missed a day of class because my grandfather died. And she told me straight up, she pulled me to the side in the hallway. She was like, hey, she said, bruh, Mr. Jones really fucks with you. She said, man, he couldn't teach the motherfucking class. All he kept was wondering was what was up to you, because she was like, he ain't seen you miss a day. You know what I'm saying? He's like, it ain't like Mariah. Ain't right. He's like something. And she said that he was distracted by your absence.
By your absence, yeah.
She said that's how much your presence was in our classroom, bro. Man. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Now
like,
think about this, what you just said. Now think about this, right? And that was a kid. That was you as a kid.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So think about, now take that a little further, cause think about the single parent households.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Your presence as a man, you know what I'm saying? When it's absent in them houses, you know what I'm saying? When our presence in these houses is absent, everything changes.
Yeah, because I'm telling you, like my mama, you know what I'm saying?
Everything changed.
Throughout the history of my mother doing drugs and all the shit she was into, bruh, she kept me with her everywhere she went, bruh. And when I wasn't with my mama is when my mama would always get into the craziest shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like the crazy times would happen. But when I was around, it was like my mother had that balance. You know what I'm saying? Like I would be doing the little dishes, or I'll be like, hey mama, who is this dude you got down here, man? Come on, man, go get Buddy out the kitchen, bro. Like, come on, man. Like, don't make me get silly, mama. Nah, you know what I'm saying? Shit. Like, you feel me? So
you gotta understand, man, like, and I was just saying that to say, like, man, as a man, as a black man, right? When your presence, I'm saying, when you coming up, man, knowing it or not, we done touched a lot of motherfuckers, again. But without our presence, right? In them people's lives we done run across, man, we never know how that shit affect them, or the lesson. Let's just say a lesson, right? Just say a lesson, some shit you could have said that they didn't get to hear. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? They could have just, you know what I'm saying, changed everything for them, they whole course of life. Just by, you know what I'm saying, by you saying one little phrase or whatever, you know what I'm saying, that they didn't get to hear. You know what I'm saying? That's why, and I'm saying that like, we gotta understand, man, who we are and what the fuck we mean to the people we're around.
Yeah, and we don't, and real shit, a lot of us grow up not realizing the charisma or
because we forced to suppress it. You know
we don't realize what we mean to some of our partners and some of our homies and shit. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying. Like,
yeah, it not on no funny shit. Just like at the end of the day, sometimes a motherfucker might be in a total different mind state, and that big brother love or that homie love, like,
you know what you taught me? What? I'm gonna tell you what you taught me, bro. Real shit, nigga. You taught me. You know what I'm saying? Patience. And I ain't the way I think ain't the only goddamn way.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Nigga, we done argued over a million different things. You know what I'm saying? A million
times.
Nigga, and sometimes, you know what I'm saying, it forced me to be like, cause see, I'm stubborn too. So I get stuck on some shit. That's what I'm saying. You done taught me this shit. I'll be stuck on some shit that I believe how I see it, nigga. And that's just what it is.
Yeah.
But then, when the nigga, you know what I'm saying, when the nigga get time to look at it and assess the situation, if you really gonna be honest with yourself, you know what I'm saying, you gotta look at it like, damn, you know what? The nigga got a point. So that teaches humility too. Yeah. Right? Because some motherfuckers can't accept that.
No, and they can't, and that's why
can't accept that.
See, and that's why I said growing up the way that I did, bro. Like, that's why I was able to soak up what I did from you, because, like, I ain't never met a motherfucker that challenged me, bro. Like, never. Like,
it wouldn't me like a motherfucker.
You know what I'm saying? It was always, you know what I'm saying. Like, no offense to none of the homies and shit. You know what I'm saying? It was always the homies. You feel me? Like, but it was never, like, just you know what I'm saying? Like it was just like it was just the challenge. It was like the friendly gesture. Like one day when I was like, nigga, you be using these recycled raps, and you like, nigga, just tell me I'm dope, nigga. You ain't gotta go through all that, nigga. Just tell me I'm dope. I'm like, fuck that nigga. Like, nah, if that nigga ain't using no paper, I ain't using no paper, nigga. And it just trickled downhill. Like every challenge that you presented for us, it trickled downhill. At first it went from, 8 bars and little shit like this, and then it went from doing this to doing whole songs, and then it went to whole songs to doing videos, and doing videos to doing shows in the goddamn penitentiary and shit. It was just, and then you taught me patience as well, my nigga, because
I remember that too.
Yeah, when the miserable niggas in penitentiary would try to, put us against each other, the funny shit, you know what I'm saying?
That's how I know that shit genuine. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause we done had the chance to clash.
Yeah, fall out over all type of shit.
And we done bumped heads and might have went 3-4 days without even saying nothing to each other.
But still,
at the end of the day, nigga, it's my nigga.
Yeah, I'm talking about, I done been mad at y'all niggas, took my name off the band list and everything, nigga. Like, I don't want to come to the band, nigga. I remember Chambo was gonna lock me up and everything, nigga. Like,
hey, boy, listen, on everything, but we done had some times in that motherfucker, man.
Hey,
looking
boy.
back, but I'm as fucked up, bro, as it sound. I wouldn't change it.
No, because that's what made us, bro. Like, you gotta think, fuck
man.
the dumb shit. I'm saying, bro, look at the effect that we had on that young white boy Leo that came in there.
Facts.
He came in as a correctional officer, and I'm saying he became so cool with us that he quit and ended up being a nurse. He went from being in the correctional field to going to help.
Facts.
Like, talking about he wasn't cool with how the shit was going on. He wasn't used to be out there, take off his shit, play basketball with us and everything.
On everything.
You know what I'm saying? And I met so many people like him, bro, like white boys that I work with and shit.
Dude fuck with us.
Yeah, and I'm telling you, like, bro, I promise you, bro, like, I met one white boy from Hazard, Kentucky, bro. Like, he grew up on the holler and crazy.
Yeah, nigga, the holler.
Listen, bro told me that he said that he had never ever been around black folks until he got in that situation, and it changed his whole perspective because he had never knew. He was like, that's just what we was always taught.
He only know what he know.
Yeah, he said that's just what we was always taught.
You know what you know till you know something different.
Yeah, so and that's why I be big on, you know what I'm saying, educating my pops on knowing, like, peeping the setup, like peeping. Even these young bitches that these young women that might come around, and make it seem like they got all type of interest in you. Like I told him, how did you meet this young woman? You met her because she wanted a couple pills or something. You know what I'm saying, or whatever it was, or you helped her with some gas money, or you helped her with something for her kids, and here she come again because she need that help again. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, you some old cat trying to sweet talk her. You ain't some young dude
and she
talking
know what you want.
Right, and you ain't the young dude being all aggressive and talking crazy. Well, look, stop calling my phone then. And that's the one she gonna give her all to.
Yeah, that's the one she
gonna,
what I'm saying?
100. Yeah, she gonna do you like she's getting done. You know what I'm saying? She gonna dog you. She gonna get money from you and go spend it with him.
Facts.
So I be trying to lace him to understand shit like, try to avoid situations like Shannon. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh nigga, I don't know what you got put up, but you do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, you think that you Rico Suave over this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? You think all of a sudden you gotta beat him off of you. No, it's cause you riding around this truck and then you run around with nothing but cash.
Your opportunity.
And you amongst, you talk about, they don't hang with each other. Man, they all down there pill popping.
Everybody know everybody.
Man, they passing your name
nigga,
around like she messing with that old nigga, he tricking or whatever.
The old nigga who be in that one truck. You know what I'm saying,
yeah, exactly. The black truck, that black truck. That's why I said
this shit go.
Yeah, so I be trying to lace niggas to shit like that. Even some of these young cats, dog, like that's the shit that be tripping me out the most. Seeing Travis Hunter at the draft. I seen old girl with him at the draft again, bro.
I seen somewhere where they said he finna get married to her.
Bruh.
That's crazy.
Bruh, after all you done seen, homie, whatever you get, whatever she do to you, you deserve it, nigga.
Facts.
You deserve it.
Facts.
Don't ever in your life try to make a video trying to plead for somebody to have some understanding for you.